Hello students, today in the last class we have read about nutrition, types of nutrition, but today we are going to read about photosynthesis in detail. Last class I have given you a brief introduction about photosynthesis. So we will read here about photosynthesis and its reactions, light reaction and dark reaction. So we start here. Photosynthesis, as I said, photo means light and synthesis means to prepare. Photo means light and synthesis means to prepare. That means when an organism is capable to prepare their own food, then who is capable to prepare their own food? Who will do photosynthesis over here? Green plants. Why? Because they are having chlorophyll, they are having carbon dioxide, they are trapping the solar radiation, that means light energy, and converting it into chemical energy. That means photosynthesis is a process in which green plants or autotrophs are capable to produce their own food and produce their own food. That means they are converting the inorganic substances into organic substances. And we heterotrophs, we animals, we human beings are heterotrophs which are dependent on autotrophs. And autotrophs are preparing their food by the process of photosynthesis. So, in plants, where they are preparing their food? That is the major question you can ask. A complete plant, in each and every plant, is the food prepared? No. Food is prepared where chlorophyll is present. And where is chlorophyll present? Where we will see this chlorophyll? How can we see these things? We can see this chlorophyll in the green part of the plant, that means in the leaves, mainly in the leaves. As when we will see the leaf, when you see the leaf is attached to the stem. The point at which the leaf is attached to the stem is known as leaf base. This green part, the biggest green part, is the lamina. This is the midrib. This is the vein. And these when outcomings are coming from veins is called the veinlets. So this is the external features of a leaf, which can be said as the morphology. Morphology means the feature which are visible to our naked eyes, the features which we can see with our naked eyes, means open eyes. Now here we have the stroma, and we have chlorophyll pigment over here. So this sun light energy is absorbed by the chlorophyll, and the unit of light which is absorbed by these leaves or which is absorbed by these parts are known as photons. I am using a word here, photons. And they get the carbon dioxide gas from the atmosphere, and the water molecule is carried up by the water molecule is carried by the conducting vessels, xylem and phloem. Okay, and here the process of photosynthesis goes on. But it was the external feature. Now we are going to describe the internal feature. Internally, if we see, this chloroplast is a double bonded membrane structure consisting of stroma, granules and thylakoids. These granules are absorbing the light energy. Stroma are the fluids which helps in the enzymatic reactions. These are the structures which I am showing you, the internal structure of the leaf. These are the guard cells. This is the rough diagram. If you observe a thin section of the leaf, after making a slide, you can see this type of structures. Cuticle, upper epidermis or also known as outer epidermis, palisade, parenchyma, xylem, phloem, lower epidermis, guard cells, stomata. Here, epidermis are the outermost covering. Xylem and vessels are the conducting vessels which carries water and minerals from root to the stem and from stem to the tip of the plant. This guard cells is the main part which helps in opening and closing of stomata. When the guard cell opens, the atmospheric CO2 is absorbed, again it closes, and when it closes and further the reaction goes on, and as it opens the oxygen is coming out. In this way the process of transportation and respiration takes place in this part of the plant. This is the TS of the leaf. Okay, so here all the reactions are going on randomly. All the reactions of photosynthesis are going on in the green part of the plant, that is the chloroplast. So further we got two reactions in this photosynthesis. One is the light reaction, another is the dark reaction. There are three steps which are involved in the photosynthesis. Number one, the steps involved in the photosynthesis is number one, that is conversion of light energy into chemical energy. That is conversion of light energy into chemical energy. Number two, splitting of water molecules. Number three, Number 3, reduction of carbon dioxide to carbohydrates. These are the 3 steps which takes place in photosynthesis. Further, now we will explain about photochemical cycle. Photochemical cycle or light reaction, light dependent reaction, light dependent reactions or Hill's reaction. Hill is a scientist who has given us this reaction, hence it is known as Hill's reaction. So we will discuss now. We will discuss here about light reaction. Light reaction is a reaction which occurs in the presence of sunlight only. Which occurs in the presence of sunlight means that in each step we need sunlight. It has various steps, but according to our syllabus we are going to read only 2 steps of light reaction. So light reaction, it occurs in the presence of sunlight. It occurs in thylakoids. It occurs in thylakoids. Here what happens that the solar radiation, that means the light energy is converted into chemical energy. Light energy is converted into chemical energy. That means the step of conversion occurs over here. Is converted into chemical energy. That means the step of conversion occurs here. Light energy is converted in the form of photons. Light energy is converted in the photon. Photon is the unit of light. Now, when this light energy has been converted into chemical energy, then water molecules will split up. That means the step of photolysis will take place. Photolysis is also known as photolysis. Photolysis means breaking up of water molecules. What happens here? The water molecules will splitting up of water molecules takes place. Here the water molecules H2O will break in the form of hydrogen plus electrons plus oxygen. Okay students, I explained you about the steps of light reaction. Light reaction is always a light dependent reaction. It takes place in the presence of sunlight. In each and every step of this light reaction, sunlight is very much compulsory. Without the presence of sunlight, no reactions will take place. These reactions, both light reaction as well as dark reaction, takes place only in the daytime. This light reaction takes place in the thylakoid part, I said you earlier, in which the solar energy, that is the light energy, is converted into chemical energy. The first part was the conversion of light energy into chemical energy. Now, the second step was, step 2 was photolysis. Photolysis means splitting up of water molecules. Splitting up of water molecules. What is the formula of water? H2O, water molecules. Splitting means breaking. Breaking up of water molecules. So how the water molecule will break up? When light energy falls on water molecule, the water molecules breaks. Water molecule will break up into hydrogen plus number of electrons plus oxygen. So when 2 mole of water breaks into 4 mole of hydrogen, number of electrons and oxygen, this oxygen will be liberated into atmosphere. But the next step what we get over here is that this the hydrogen, we got hydrogen, electron plus oxygen. This hydrogen will combine with NADP. When it combines with NADP, it becomes NADPH. It is the energy which is already stored. From here, the dark reaction starts. Dark reaction is the last stage of reaction which occurs in photosynthesis. Now these electrons, what happens to these electrons and this oxygen? These oxygen will be liberated out. These oxygen will be liberated into the atmosphere. Where? Into the atmosphere. Hydrogen combines with NADP to form NADPH, and from NADPH it is the beginning of the dark reaction. Oxygen will be liberated into the atmosphere. Then what happens with the electrons? What happens with the electrons? These electrons combines with ADP to form ATP. ADP to form ATP. Okay? These hydrogen combines with NADP to form NADPH, and these electron combines with ADP. It is also a form of energy to form ATP, and oxygen will be liberated out into the atmosphere. It will be liberated out into the atmosphere. When the hydrogen molecules combines with carbon dioxide, it leads to the formation of glucose. So this is the way in which glucose is formed. When hydrogen molecule combines with carbon dioxide, it leads in the formation of glucose. But when this glucose, many glucose are combined together, when many glucose are combined together, it forms polymerization. So these were the steps in dark reaction: glucose formation, and polymerization. In glucose formation, again I am repeating that when hydrogen molecules combine with combines with carbon dioxide, glucose is formed. is formed. But when many glucose is combined together, many glucose molecules are combined together, it leads to polymerization. And the dark reaction completes. Thank you.